I say welcome back, world. Welcome back. It's been a minute. That's on me. But welcome back to the EOE channel. If this is your first time, please take a moment to click that like and subscribe button so you can stay updated on the latest content when the content drops. Yeah, so let's get caught up. I think the last time we talked was about after I got dropped, something dangerous. Yeah, I think that was the last time we spoke. So let's get caught up. It's been over a month. But today, we're really focused on just tires. We are about, today is the 19th. So we're literally about 5.5 weeks out from the C2C event, from the Michigan Coast to Coast gravel event that's about to take place on June 26, 2021. Pretty excited about it. So now that we got everything else pretty much dialed in, thanks to this weekend ride with my brother Robert, drop him a link from him and his crew out in Flint. Great ride. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Our first ride together at Waterloo. We're going to talk about that as well. To my partner Greg, way out in Muskegon for a hell of a ride on Hart Hills gravel race. And the day after, the event that we did the day after, that was great. There's a lot of great riders. One thing I can tell you guys about all this is the world of cycling will open you up to a whole new world. This world is huge. You meet a lot of good people. There's a lot of bad people in the world. There's a lot of good people in the world. Bad cyclists, good cyclists. And luckily enough, and thanks to God, I have been lucky enough to come across nothing but good cyclists. Greg opened up his home to me, saying, hey man, you're going to come back, you and the kids, we can do this. Got a whole game plan. Love that guy. Plus he brings coffee. Gotta love a guy that brings coffee. Robert, like, hey man, you come, we can do this, this, and this, and we ain't gonna leave you. And that's the greatest thing about this. Ride with people that are stronger than you, which I have been doing over the last month now. And these people, they go, but they get to a certain distance and they wait for you to catch up. I'm not the strongest cyclist in the world. Not gonna be I'll be the first one to admit that. However, the people that I ride with are very strong and they're very dedicated to their craft. So shout out to Robert, shout out to Greg, shout out to their teams and their family. Special shout out to Katie. We're going to talk about these tires here in a minute. So let's get into it. Let's talk about tires and we'll talk about all the other events. Now, tires is probably one of the most important things on a bike, as most people know. It's probably one of the most important things next to your handlebars, your cleats, and your pedals and everything else. Because your tires is the thing that gets you going. It keeps going. So we have things with roller resistance, X, Y, and Z, all this other science. We leave that for other people. So I am down to, y'all see me, your boy been losing weight though. You see me? Yeah, your boy down there, 228, standing strong. So I met that goal. But tires, let's get back to it, stay on the go, stay on target here today. With the tires it's a very delicate subject and everyone's gonna have a different viewpoint, a different point of view. So for me, simple. For me, I was torn in between. I had everything was specialized. I'm a specialized guy, so everything that I had so far was specialized. I had some specialized sawtooth tires that I was thinking about riding, but those wasn't tubeless setup, so I stretched that ideal. And thanks to the people in the Coast to Coast vlog and the Coast to Coast group, was like, hey, go with the biggest tire your bike can fit. All right, so for me, the biggest tire my bike could possibly hold, normal under a 700C wheel, was a 42 millimeter tire, 700 by 42. Yes, this tire is very dirty because why? Thanks to Bobby and his crew on Sunday, we got dirty. So it's gonna get clean here in a moment. So this tire actually measures out at about 44 and some change once it's on a bike. I love this Specialized Pathfinder Pro. This tire, I rode the first two events you'll see here with Bobby. And this tire handles very well. It's very fast, it's very reactive. It, as you can see, it has the smooth middle threading, so it handles real good on compact, very, very hard gravel, almost like tarmac. It handles very good on the road. It rolls very fast on the road. I love this tire. This tire, the puncture resistance on this tire is top notch. It's tubeless setup as well. But the problem I ran into with this tire that Bobby pointed out to me like a month ago was he heard something in my hub. And I just got this tire back. We're waiting on a component to come in from Specialized for my free hub that keeps the tire spinning up in here. It's something going on in it. It's something wrong with it right now. So I was cautious to ride on it. I was given cautious to say, hey, you can ride on it, but I wouldn't chance it over 200 miles. So I love this tire. I love the Specialized Pathfinder Pro. It's very fast, very reactive. Drop down the PSI a little bit. So I normally keep it about 50 PSI, and it handled well through the stuff that I don't put it through so far. So this tire, if my free hub come in, I probably would use this one for coast to coast. But if not, don't worry, because thanks to God, we got more tires. Now, here we have a 740 milliliter tire, tubeless setup. These tires, the tires itself, was complimentary of my good friend Katie down in Ohio. She was like, hey, I have these tires that you can use, you can have if you want them. They're great in the sand. I've used them plenty of times, but I never used these because, I don't know, she's had a whole bunch of them in her she shed. So she's like, I'm gonna send them to you. Now, as you can see, these are a little bit different. These have, let's get that up in there. These have some knobs on it. I have rode on these twice. I've used these in 2 events back to back. Used these at Hart Hill when I rode with Greg. Handled well, went up the sand well. It did everything well. It was the rider right here. It was the rider who did not do everything well. These tires handle like a pro in the sand, and I love them. You know, so these are very fast tires. They are very aggressive tires, and they will get you from point A to point B. What else I love about these? Now, my brother / uncle out there in Missouri, Mr. Craig Fraser, he sent me the wheels. The wheels right here, these zips. He sent me these. We worked out a deal, so he sent me these, and these boys are lighter than my stock wheels that came on the bike. They're definitely lighter than what's on the Specialized Pathfinder Pros. Those wheel set. These zips get up and go, but there's no but. This free wheelbase actually works, and it works very fine. So these are right now my go-to tires for coast to coast. I've used these in 2 events, like I just mentioned, and they handle well when it was dry, and they handle well when it was wet. So these right here are 40, but they actually measure out about a 42 and actually give me a little bit more clearance on the bike. I would probably run these probably about 40 or 50 PSI, depending on the day. And these are my go-to right now. So all I have to do is take this tire, this wheel set, change out that cassette, definitely clean that cassette first, and slap it on and get ready to go. All right, my third set of tires. These are the sets of tires that I roll with when I'm rolling with my roadies. When I'm rolling with my roadie homies, you can see that cassette is clean, very clean. As you can see, this tire is a lot smaller. This is my 700 by 28 tire. Strictly meant for the road, not meant to go off road or anything else. This tire gets up and go. This is my Specialized All Condition. What is this? I don't know what this is. Well, this is my Specialized tire. Oh, Armadillo Elite. This is my Specialized All Condition Armadillo Elite. This tire is very, very good, very reactive on the road. It excels on a smooth surface, not so much on a bumpy surface. This is tubeless setup as well. I love it. These wheels came from my boy Giannis out there in LA. He has his own tire shop out there. You look for something, they'll hook you up. These was originally meant for my gravel tires, but however, we knew what happened to that on day one. Caught a lot of flat, so we just scratched that whole idea. So I keep these when I'm on the road with my roadies, especially when I'm out there with Lonnie trying to keep up. Because guess what? Since your boy done lost a little weight, looking a little different. Check this out. Looking a little different out there now on the road. So these are very quick and very fast, and I love them. We're probably going to take these out for a smooth century this weekend and put some more miles on them. Right now, I think I only rode on them twice. And yeah, rode on them twice. One time, the first time I rode with them, rode them old heads, and they put something on me. Last time I rode on was last weekend. Handled myself very well, if I must say so. And we're going to see how they're going to handle again this weekend. So that's my 3 tires, my 3 wheels and tires set up right there that I have at my disposal to use on a daily basis. So I have my 42s that measure out to about 44, have my 40s that measure out to about 42s, and I have my 28s that's just 28s. As I mentioned, I have some Specialized Sawtooth over there, great tires as well. But so right now, it's between these 2 tires. It's between my Kendra Flint Pros and my Specialized Pathfinder Pros. I think I'm going to end up going with the Kendras just because my free hub and everything else is already mounted. I don't want to go through the trouble of breaking the bead, dismounting, blah, 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 all this other extra hoopla those are the tires that I'm running with. I'm going to take them out again this week, well, probably next weekend, and play in a little bit more sand to actually dial them into the PSI that I want them dialed into. So that's what's been going on. We'll drop a couple of videos here, show you guys from the action that we got from the GoPro. I'm looking forward to what's coming up over the next couple of weeks. Training is good. Nutrition is dialed in. I realize what works for me don't work for everyone else, and what works for everyone else don't work for me. I was introduced to lime water, so alkaline water and lime water works well for me and my Camelback on long days. Avocado or honey works amazing for me as a gel. For quick carbs and quick sugar, that works amazing for me. But other people have other things. So if you have other things that you think I should try, let me know. But once again, since I don't eat meat, I can't take in those type of products. I prefer everything to be plant-based. But it is what it is, because I just want anything with a high water content when I'm on a bike. Not really looking for solid foods too much, but if it's something I can make, my other brother Kevin been telling me like, hey, sweet potatoes, I will try that. Some things I will try, and I got a couple more weeks of training before it's just time to go. And right now, I am mentally prepared to go. My body is ready to go. The only thing we're doing is wait for time, and we're going to tune this thing in. We're definitely going to fine tune our body some more, so we could drop a couple more pounds, tighten up here or there. We'll be good to go. We're going back. We're switching from our road shoes. We're going back to our gravel shoes. That's going to be a kicker right there. Wider foot base, so wider platform, and I'm excited. And I look forward to seeing you guys along on this journey. So if there's anything out there, any tires, any wheels, or anything else that you guys think I should give a try to, let me know. Drop it in the comment box. I'll get back to you. If you got something that you want to send my way, I'll take that too. So once again, thanks to Greg for your hospitality. Thanks to Robert and your team out there in Flint for your hospitality. Thanks to Katie for the tires. Thanks for Craig for the wheels. Thanks for everyone who has been helping, contributing with your mental support, with little notes, with everything. So I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I look forward to this event. And as always, it's execution over excuses. Big man, we out.